Hey y'all, what's up? It's me, the Chalkboard, and we are starting out this episode of Let's Play the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition. Not quite in the way I expected. I came back to Riverwood to sell some stuff, and we are now currently getting attacked by some hired thugs. So I guess we're just gonna go ahead and deal with that. Oh, sorry, I forgot to alt-tab back to the game. So yeah, I guess we're just going to go ahead and deal with that really quickly. And then we will do our stuff. I'm just going to continue. I'm going to use flames. I really hope I don't accidentally hurt somebody who is actually... Nope, we don't have... I don't think... Well, I guess we could go ahead and just do it. Jeez, I don't know if I have ever actually... Oh, wait, what is happening? Oh, no, they're all after me now. Shoot, okay. We must have accidentally hit a townsperson. So, there goes that idea. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, let's try this one more time. This time they're telling us that they're here to teach us a lesson. So let's teach them a lesson instead, shall we? And this time, I've decided to go ahead and switch over to the iron, or the steel, steel dagger of arcing instead, so that we don't accidentally hit everybody else around us. Why am I not? Okay, there we go. How? How does every single power attack not land? Somebody please. Oh, and we've got an arrow guy. Or wait, no, the arrow guy is helping me. Okay, I don't know who's doing the arrow thing. But, alright, this is not, I feel like I keep pressing the buttons, and it's not really doing what I want it to do, and I'm gonna die again. Okay, now we're in the water. I do believe that you will kill me if you have to. I don't know if you heard her say that line there, but, yeah, this is, sure have mercy on you, my friend. Oh my gosh. I just need that little bit of stamina. This is ridiculous. And my health is low because they did a power attack on me, which is what I was trying to do on them. So we've got 19 minor healing potions. Let's just drink a few of them. We've made it most of the way through this fight without having to, without losing literally all of our health. So, all right, power attack, please. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim Special Edition, everybody. Holy moly. Alright, so let's go ahead and take some more of this stuff. Iron armor, we'll take... Yeah, that's all I care about. Sorry, geez. I've had this little cough. Oh, there's a contract. Hang on, let's read that in just a second. And we'll take the war axe. Okay. Here is the agreed upon amount. I expect you to faithfully carry out my request to teach a lesson to the thief, Siravanya Stormbinder. You need not kill her, but I have no qualms about it if you deem it necessary. Moira? Who's Moira? What kind of name is that? Sorry to anybody who's named Moira, but seriously, what the heck? I don't know if I don't recall ever having had this encounter before that I can recall. Hi, editing Rachel here. So I was a little bit confused by this random encounter because A, I didn't think these kind of random encounters really started happening until a little later when you were a slightly higher level. And B, the hired thug thing's only supposed to happen if you've like murdered someone or stolen stuff or trespassed, which in my memory we hadn't done. So I did a little digging and I found a theory that I would like to know your opinion on. So the letter that we just read is signed from someone named Moira. If you've played Skyrim before, you know that Moira is a hagraven. Why would a hagraven be sending hired thugs after us? Possibly because we killed her sister, according to one theory. If you remember, back in episode 2, we found a cabin in the woods called Anissa's Cabin, and we murdered an old woman in cold blood for her alchemical ingredients. Well, a letter that we found in her basement says that her sister is coming soon. So the theory is that Moira the Hagraven is Anise the witch's sister. She discovered that we killed Anise, and she sends hired thugs after us. I'm very interested to know what you think about this. It's a very interesting theory, and I can't think of another reason why hired thugs would have been sent after us. So please feel free to let me know in the comments below what you think of that theory. Without further ado, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Before that little encounter, I did go ahead and sell, oh my gosh, he won't sell me anything. I did go ahead and sell as much stuff as I could to Alvor, which is the whole reason that I was coming back here in the first place. So I'm going to go ahead and do that part off camera because I don't want to make this whole episode about me selling stuff off because we have a main quest to get to. So I will see you in a moment. Okay, so I actually completely forgot that the whole reason we came back to Riverwood, aside from to sell some stuff, is to turn in our quest, which, if you don't remember, was the Golden Claw. Lucan Valerius in Riverwood is offering me a gold reward if I retrieve his antique Golden Claw, stolen by bandits, camped in Bleak Falls Barrow. We did that. We got the claw. Figured it out. We learned a word of power, which is strange, and we have no idea what that is yet. But now we must bring the claw to Lucan. So let's go ahead and do that and sell off all of our stuff. Time to start the dialogue that's going to haunt me for the rest of this playthrough, at least until I find some better merchants.
Show those thieves not to steal from Lucan Valerius.
Did you hear her? She's like, oh, you have the claw. You have to tell Lucan. Hurry. Okay. All right. I have the golden claw.
You found it. There it is. Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this back
really funny.
where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
You remember that, Mercer Frey? I see you. I see you. That is the same voice actor, right? I'm going to feel really stupid if it's not. Okay, now that we have turned in the Golden Claw, we do have a main quest that we need to do, which is to talk to the Jarl of Whiterun before the storm. Raylof's sister Gerda asked me to take word to the Jarl of Whiterun of the dragon attack on Helgen and to ask the Jarl to send soldiers to protect Riverwood. So we need to talk to the Jarl of Whiterun, so we will do that. I will see you guys in just a moment. I am going to go ahead and sell off some miscellaneous stuff to Lucan here. Okay, everybody, let us go ahead and be getting on with our main quest. I've sold off a bunch of stuff except the things I want to keep, so now my carry weight is at 85. I'm very happy with that. I almost never do an entire playthrough when my carry weight is that good, but that's okay. So we are supposed to be heading to Whiterun, and when you're in the beginning of the game and you can't fast travel to any of these places yet, I actually think these little signs here are really helpful. So if you remember when we went to Bleak Falls Barrow, we went that way. Whiterun is kind of just pointing in the middle, but we're gonna take the coastline sort of route. I guess you'd kind of call this a coastline, right? I mean, it's by a river, so like not really the coast. I'm not entirely sure what you would call that. Also, now that we are not around the general public, I do want to change back into the novice robes and stuff so that if we do meet any wolves or anything on the way, we will be working on Magicka. So we'll do that and then switch back to flames. Because I do want to get that destruction up. I don't know if destruction is a skill that I'm going to get to 100. Just because, I mean, you can only get, I don't want to have to put in perk points into it. I don't recall, oh my gosh, what? What? Y'all do something. Y'all aren't going to help? Jeez, is that what I heard? That Imperial guy said, somebody do something. How thick are you? I could kill all of you. I'm not going to.
Hey, watch it.
You can watch it. Little baby. I don't even remember halfway what we were talking about. I'm going to take a little shortcut through here because, by the way, that's Whiterun. It looks really cool from here. I'm sure if I had better settings, it would look even cooler. But I think it looks, even with my low settings, like I've said before, this is such a beautiful game. Such a beautiful game. Oh, we've got a giant over here. Let's see if, don't know who he's attacking, but I wonder if we could help these people out. Let's see if we can get a hit in without You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and until I get better control of the flames, I'm just going to go ahead and switch back here. There we go.
Must have run off.
Can we get anything off his body? A couple of iron arrows, which I don't really need.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield sister.
What's a shield sister?
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
What would she say? I don't think she would be that rude, so can I join you?
Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Sorry if y'all saw that little volume thing on the screen. I really just couldn't hear very well. And this, I'm just going to go ahead. I think I might. I think I might do it if it means that I can be around you all the time. Kind of kidding.
Blood on the wind today.
Nope. For some reason, he is always one of my favorites. Like, I rarely do the Companions Guild because I never play a warrior kind of character who would want to. But when I do, that guy right there, man, beautiful. I mean, sort of. He's not, like, conventionally attractive. It's really hard to make a conventionally attractive person in Skyrim. Like, for example, like, look at us right now. Like, I think that she's really pretty, but, like, it could definitely be prettier. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a little weird. But anyway, he's just one of my favorites. I don't know. I like him a lot. Anyway, moving on. We're not really talking about the Hearthfire DLC with the marriage and the kids in the house yet, so we'll talk about him another time. Maybe. I don't know if that's going to be included in this playthrough or not, but I guess we'll find out.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
I don't recall ever seeing... Oh, yeah, no, I'm thinking of a different thing. I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
That worked. I think that I have never had that fail. Oh, we gotta level up. I've never had that persuasion check fail. Sorry, I need a sip of my water here. My throat's a little dry. I don't think I've ever had that persuasion check fail, so I think it's scripted to always work. That's just my guess. I don't know if it's true. Ooh, conversation. Let's listen.
We must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Okay, this is a conversation I never understood. I get that it's to give you a sense of the conflict between the Imperials and the Stormcloaks, the conflict between the Greymanes and the Battleborns, or whatever it is, in Whiterun. I kind of get the point of that. And to show that girl, I guess, is, to show that she is a smith. But as you find out later, if you talk to that girl, or if you do the Companions Guild or whatever, Yorland Greymane is supposed to be like the master forge master or whatever, like forge person, smither, blacksmith. That's the word I was looking for. But if he's supposed to be this great blacksmith, why is that Imperial guy... I don't know. That whole thing just didn't make sense. Like, that guy, that Imperial guy, that Battleborn or whatever he was, like, he is so filled with pride that he won't... he's so in depth with this whole thing with the Greymanes or whatever that he won't go ask Yorland Greymane for help. Even though, like, is he the one responsible for getting weapons for the Imperials? Like, General Tullius probably doesn't really give a damn where the iron and steel and stuff comes from, right? Would he really care? Like, if General Tullius, the leader of the Imperials, had a choice between random girl in Whiterun versus Yorland Greymane's Skyforged steel, which is supposed to be legendary, right? Wouldn't he be pretty mad at this Greymane guy or whatever Battleborn guy for like not putting his pride aside? I don't know. I've spent way too time talking about this. I'm not the lore person. I might be a teacher, but I'm not a history teacher, okay? So like
What's the meaning
chill
of
out.
interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors.
I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
Anyway, what I'm saying is I'm not the lore person, but I do want to be the lore person. So, if you know, if I ever ask a question about the lore and you know the answer, please let me know in the comments. Like, I like the lore. I have watched so many videos. Camelworks is one of my favorite Skyrim YouTubers solely because of his Skyrim detective and lore videos. It's really fun. But anyway, all right, I'm done talking about lore. We have a main quest to get on with.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Would she... I think she's a little sassy, right? Yes, I had a great view while the Imperials were trying to cut off my head.
Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen?
The dragon destroyed Helgen, and last I saw it was heading this way.
By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If
The
that
Jarl
dragon is
of
lurking in the mountains.
That's a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while a dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll
She's
excuse
so
me,
formal.
I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem.
Oh, thanks.
There is
Leather
another
armor.
thing you could do for me.
Actually, that might be better than what we
Suitable
had,
for someone
so
of your
thanks.
particular talents, perhaps.
Is it just me or does that sound kind of
Let's go
wrong?
find Farengar, my court
Not
wizard.
sure.
He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Do you hear that, kid? Sorry, I'm listening to these kids' conversations in the background, but I don't know where they are, so I can't get the subtitles because I'm not getting close to them. But they're arguing because the little girl wants a new dress right now.
Farengar,
And the boy's like, you
I
gotta be
think I found
patient,
someone
my
who can
friend.
help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons.
You sound really
Yes, I
excited.
could use someone
about
to fetch
that.
something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous
Sorry.
ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
What does this have to do with dragons?
Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibility. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from?
So, what do you need me to do?
I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Oh, do you mean this old stone?
Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me.
I got you the Dragonstone. What next?
That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim.
Oh, boo-hoo. Alright. Oh, I thought that was it. Wait, before she gives us the thing, I'm sorry, I know that I'm interrupting stuff here, but I wanted to go ahead and do this because we've got some stuff that I want to disenchant. Oh, wait, never mind. She's gonna talk.
You should come too.
A dragon's been sighted
How
nearby.
exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
Oh man, I really wanted to go ahead and disenchant some stuff, but you know what? That's fine. We can do it on the way back.
So, Irileth
Not the
tells
time,
you to the
dude.
Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Okay, sorry. I'm saving right here because I really want this as a thumbnail.
From the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good.
To muster.
Don't fail me.
She's...
There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much
Hide helmet of major conjuring.
I can't afford
Cool.
to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
She's the very soul of caution. Sorry, that was a perfect impression, by the way.
Ain't nobody high in these halls.
Anyway, okay. So a lot of stuff just happened there. All we really know is that a dragon is attacking and that the Jarl Balgruuf really likes to give us stuff from his armory. We're going to disenchant some stuff. So we've got this Ancient Nord Greatsword of Cold that's not unique, so I am disenchanting it. I think I've been using the Steel Dagger of Arcing for one-handed. Be quiet, Farengar, please. So I'm gonna not disenchant that for now. Maybe when I get a better dagger and higher enchanting or something, I could disenchant it to learn that enchantment. But hide helmet of major conjuring, goodbye. We're wearing the novice hood and robes. I'm not really using alterations, so we'll disenchant that. And I don't really need the lockpicking bonus, so there we go. I also completely forgot that we do have a level up, so we will probably go ahead and do that. And I also wish that I remembered exactly what I said in the last episode about what I was going to use my next perk point on, but I don't entirely remember, so we might just have to reevaluate really quickly. Let's see, level up. We were going up health. I think I want to go ahead and get Magicka up as high as I can in the beginning. So let's do that. And then, let's see. Destruction is at 21. And then I also wanted to use Illusion. We already have that base level perk. What about One-Handed? Do we have that base level perk? Yes. And then Sneak, we have a couple of those perks. What's going to be the best thing? I can't remember what I said. Sneak is like 31. One-Handed is 27. Destruction is 21. Illusion is 25. What are these? We have Animage, Apprentice level spells. We'll do that later. Dual chart. I never really get the dual wielding one for Illusion. What about Destruction? Dual casting. I mean, because I am eventually mostly going to be focusing on two-handed weapons, and I'm really only using Destruction as a backup, I'm not going to worry about that too much. So let's just go ahead and I know for a fact that I'm going to be getting Sneak up all the way and getting all these perk points. So let's just go ahead and get the second point in Sneak. I'll try and remember to figure it out later. I remember now that I was saying something earlier about Destruction and Illusion, but I don't honestly entirely remember what it was. I don't remember, so I apologize about that. That when we went to fight that giant, I just completely lost my, is that? No, it's not. I just completely lost my train of thought when we helped the companions fight that giant, so, alright, let us muster near the main gate with the others.
What I do know is that it's made the mistake of attacking Whiterun.
But Houseguard, how can we fight a dragon?
That's a fair question. None of us have ever seen a dragon before, or expected to face one in battle. But we are honor-bound to fight it, even if we fail. This dragon is threatening our homes, our families. Could you call yourselves Nords if you ran from this monster? Are you going to let me face this thing alone?
We're so dead.
But it's more than our honor at stake. Think of it.
Did the one next to me say that? We're so dead. That was funny.
The glory of killing it is ours, if you're with me. Now what do you say? Shall we go kill us a dragon?
Yeah.
Damn right.
That was the most unenthusiastic response to a pep talk I have ever seen. Who is this guy? I have no idea who that is, and I'm not going to talk to him. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell you this next part is just walking for like 10 minutes following Irileth, because as I've mentioned before, companions are horrible and terrible and I hate them, and she is so slow. So I will see you guys at the battleground. Alright, and here we are. Our group finally catches up with me. I have been waiting at this spot for 15 seconds, so that's valuable time.
Right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened, and if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Alright, so the question is, I'm assuming we're getting ready to fight our first dragon. Yeah, that sounds about right. But the question is, how do we fight it? Our magic isn't really strong enough yet that our fire spell would work on a dragon which breathes fire. Maybe we will get lucky and he will happen to breathe frost, but I don't think so. I think this one...
It's still here somewhere. Crocky and Tor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for...
Hang on, sorry, I wanted to check something. Okay.
Guardsman, what happened here? Where's this dragon? Quickly now!
I don't know. Irileth, save us. Here he comes again.
How do you know that? Where? Where is he? They should have had a noise in the background, kind of like they did with Alduin when you were about to get executed. Okay, I see the red dot now. Where is the actual dragon, though? Somewhere. Oh, there he is. Alright, so here's my plan. We are going to have to take out a bow, I think. Or favorite a bow. Whenever the dragon lands, I will do what I can to use my fire. And to... Where is... Oh my. I will do the best I can to use my fire and my arrows. And I'm just pulling out all the steps. But I need him to actually land. So let's start with flames, right? Because that's the most distance one possible. Although I really don't want to hurt any of our friends. Because we kind of saw how that happened in Riverwood, right? That didn't go too well. And I'm sorry if these flames are very... Oh. Sorry, I've never seen his little dialogue. It happens so quickly. Brit Gra, I had forgotten what fine sports you mortals can provide. Very cool. So he's having a good time. He knows he's gonna die though, right? Like, he knows this isn't gonna go well for him. Right? I would assume. Alright, come on. Are you gonna land or sit still so I can actually shoot arrows at you or something? You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, yep, he is a fire boy. He is a fiery boy right there. Not a frosty boy. Oh boy. Alright, see, this is what I was talking about. We need to go. Oh boy. Alright, we are Breton, so I believe that gives us 50% resistance to magic, but I don't know if that includes fire from fire-breathing dragons. So let's heal ourselves. Let's heal ourselves. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and use Highborn since we haven't gotten to use that yet. And let's also go ahead and use Flames again. Oh my gosh, we are gonna die. Okay. Let's just get not anywhere near his face, because in case you didn't know, dragons can, if you're at a low enough health, they can just pick you right up off the ground and eat you in their mouths. And also, I think when they get to a low enough health, oh my gosh, we're about to die. Oh, no. Alright, minor healing. Sorry if this music is really loud for you guys. Alright, oh my gosh. Whew. Oh my gosh. We almost died. And I completely forgot what I was saying before that. Sorry if the music's really loud. Let's just go ahead and take all this stuff, I guess. Dragon bone, that's something we haven't seen yet, and dragon scales, which I never fully understood the design of. Is this supposed to be a pile of dragon scales, or is this what one dragon scale looks like? I've always just been a little confused about the design of this, like what. I guess this is just a pile of different kinds of dragon scales. I don't know. And gold, and we're not even going to bother with the fur boots. Oh, something is happening for sure. Something is 100% happening, and I don't know what it is. What's happening? Oh, yeah. That's right. I don't know why I laughed like that. Nice. Use the shouts section of the magic menu to equip your unrelenting force shout. Fun fact, I think I tried to do this earlier, right? At some point. Oh, it was when I was fighting off those hired thugs before, it was when I was trying to kill off those hired thugs. I'm just going to go ahead and take it all because we're getting ready to go back to Whiterun and I'll sell it.
You are Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What do you mean?
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
I don't know what happened to me.
There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. That would prove it. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Okay. I thought I already had it equipped, but I don't think it actually lets you equip and use this shout until you've gotten to this point. Right?
Those born with the dragon blood in them, like old Tibersepton himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old
For
tales
the
tell
first time in
dragon born kill dragons to steal
forever.
the power.
Sorry, sorry.
Say, Irileth,
Not
you're
related.
awfully quiet.
My bad.
Come on, Irileth. Tell us, do you believe in this dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Houseguard. You ain't a North.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this.
I love how defensive she's
I
getting
advise
about
you
it.
to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting. What you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn.
Who's talking? Oh, him. All right, guys. So that was a thing that happened. So we have indeed slaughtered our very first dragon. I wonder if maybe this would be kind of a cool thumbnail instead. Nah, he's not really in a good... Well, he's not really in a good position for that to... Nah, I'll use Jarl Balgruuf. Anyway, so yes, we have indeed killed our very first dragon, and we have received a dragon soul, and we have unlocked the first word of the shout, which we learned in Bleak Falls Barrow, unrelenting force. Your voice is raw power, pushing aside anything or anyone who stands in your path. So as you can see right now, it's just a short little blast of blue energy, right? And we can see that there's a little bit more space next to the word force there. So there might be some other words that we could learn that would help us out with this. And you can also see that the recharge is 15 seconds. You can see the bar at the top, the little white and blue lines are receding. So once those go away completely, we can use our shout again. But yeah, guys, that was my goal for this episode. I wanted to get to Whiterun, sell off some stuff, and then engage with our very first dragon, which we did. I'm glad that I happened to pause the screen at just the right moment to get some nice dialogue. That was just an unexpected little bonus that I just wasn't really expecting. I knew that he sort of talked, but I always thought it was just in dragon language. I didn't think that he would actually say something to us like, haha, killing you all is such sport, which I know that's not exactly what he said, but it was pretty close. You know, are you sure about that? Are you absolutely 100% sure about that?
Summons the Thum.
Oh. I thought that would be a bigger deal than it was, I guess. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to end this one here. This is a great note to end it on. We have, as I said, slaughtered our very first dragon, and we have absorbed some kind of power from it. We don't understand what is going on. We did get a new quest after this, or I guess the next part, which is to report back to Jarl Balgruuf, but you can see at the end of the description up there it says, I absorbed some kind of power from it. I should return to Whiterun and tell the Jarl what happened. And some of the Nord Whiterun guards think that we might be Dragonborn, so I think we will learn a little bit more about that in the next episode, but for now, we are going to end this one here. In the next episode, we will continue on with Dragon Rising. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to, click all the little buttons down below this video so that you can, just because it's there. It's an option. But you know what? You're a pretty sharp cookie, so I'm going to let you figure that one out. I think I've written that in the description of my last several videos. Anyway, I'm just babbling at this point, so I promise I will stop. I will see you guys in the next one. Stay sharp, everybody.